2-point game, hostile environment. UNLV playing well on the road. Utah State trying to win their 5th straight. Poke their nose over 500 in the Mountain West and improve on that net ranking. Ryan Oden's team, even though they were 1-5 like 2 weeks ago, are number 48 in the net right now. There are 6 Mountain West teams in the top 56 of the net.
And that is incredible when you think about kind of West Coast basketball. You typically, and rightfully so, think of the Pac-12. Well, as of now, there's only 5 Pac-12 teams in the top 60 of net, and there's 4 WCC teams in the top 40 of net. So great season so far for the Big 3 Western Conference, or Western side of the United States leagues. But the Mountain West would love to get back to 2013 level when they had 5 teams: UNLV, Boise State, Colorado State, New Mexico, and San Diego State in the big dance.
All right, here we go, second half. Stephen Ashworth had a really good defensive half. Bean for 3.
Well, that's a way to start the half. Nice set play coming out to get Bean an open look from the top of the key.
Bean's 3 of 4 from distance, 5 of 7 from the field. Now, can Hamilton stay out of foul trouble and continue to score? That's a great find. A trip. Going down was Ham. He was looking for a foul. And it's a held ball. It'll be UNLV ball.
Royce Ham, he's saying, someone stepped on my foot. Well, we'll get another chance to take a look. Yeah, Bean landed on his foot. Ham not able to elevate, which looked like should have been an easy dunk.
Is that a foul, or is that just an inadvertent trip?
I mean, that's just inadvertent contact, but many times inadvertent contact's deemed a foul. So I think Ham had a legitimate complaint.
Idle Rock transition 3. Missed it badly. Scramble for the rebound. McCabe, who had 5 assists in that first half. Open 3. Missed it. Nice job by Nuga to stop that transition. Dan, you were talking about it. The mid-majors in the West are really having great seasons right now. You look at the Mountain West. Now, these are Jerry Palm's projections, and I'm down with the Mountain West, down with the West Coast, but in the Pac-12, that last team, Stanford does not belong on that list.
Well, actually, the last 2, Oregon at 51, Stanford at 92. Keep an eye on Washington State, the Cougars. As Brennan Horvath, the baseline dunk, the Cougars, 5 straight wins. They are now in the top 38 in the net. Kyle Smith doing wonderful things on the Palouse.
This is a danger zone right now for UNLV. A run by Utah State's their biggest lead of the game. And again, the bigs can shoot it. Bean from the outside, Horvath from the outside.
Well, because Horvath has the ability to knock it down from beyond the arc with 2 tonight, you have to close out. Because you close out to take away shot, it opens up drive angles and opportunities for Horvath.
McCabe got it off the glass. Bairstow cleans it up and advances it quickly. Ashworth floats one.
With a kiss on the glass. Time out. UNLV. Hey, what do you think of
Talk about a quick start to a second half. A 9-point lead just like that for Utah State. 7-0 run to start this half. Utah State 47-38. Tomorrow 4 Eastern. Back in the Mountain West, Nevada. Their 3-game road trip ends against San Diego State, who will be looking to get back in the win column after a disappointing buzzer-beating loss at Colorado State. It's on CBS Sports Network. Here's the Mountain West: Boise State, Wyoming, Colorado State, Fresno State, San Diego State, and Utah State. I mean, we've seen them now 2 weekends in a row. They look like a team that could win the tournament.
That's the scary thing if you're a coach in this league, because if you're sitting at 1, 2, 3, you start looking at Mountain West Conference tournament. 6, 7, 8 are pretty dang good. I don't want to have to prepare for them, especially maybe on a short prep where all you get is a shoot-around or a film session.
All right, UNLV's offense needs to get jump-started here.
Well, Utah State's done a nice job of limiting Hamilton's touches the first couple minutes here in the second half. They're going right to him on the low block against Ashworth here, though.
Nuga, Hamilton begging for the ball. Ashworth right on his hip. Rises, hammers home a three.
That's when you know you're a scorer. You get the first isolation opportunity, taken away. You chase down the ball, and then you get a stare down three to drop.
61% from the field right now for Utah State. Idle Rock. Corner Bairstow. Horvath an offensive board, and it stays with Utah State.
Pretty good defense from Ashworth, but Hamilton creates just enough space off the step back. The bench likes it. They needed that one because Utah State has gotten off to a nice start here in the second half.
Ashworth beat again. That's a man-sized rebound there by Royce Ham Jr. Hamilton spins. Ashworth had an arm on him. You can't keep that forearm on a offensive player.
His first team foul is on the
I would not be surprised to see Utah State switch defensive assignments again. There you see actually the knee in the backside of Hamilton, I think is what they called it on, but Coach Odom told us they were going to switch up the assignment on Hamilton throughout the night.
Keyshawn Gilbert feeds Ham. That's a dangerous pass. Amazed it got through. Gilbert hammers the three down, and here come the running Rebels.
Big three from Gilbert, only his fourth on the season. They love his upside, his potential. Preseason freshman of the year in the Mountain West.
It's the only freshman they've got.
Yeah, he really is.
Horvath misses a three.
I think you're going to see that a lot in college basketball is coaches go to the transfer portal. It's a known commodity of what players can do at the college level. If you're a high school kid, you better get in the gym and get your skills right.
Ashworth, that's off target. Ham's doing a nice job on the boards, as is UNLV. I think it's notable. They're out-rebounding Utah State 18-14. And Utah State has just 3 offensive rebounds. That's a big stat for UNLV.
Without a doubt, that's a focal point because Utah State in particular being so good on the glass, you've got to limit them. The running Rebels have done a nice job there.
McCabe clocks down. Ham. Oh, look at McCabe. Got in. Horvath fouls him on the rebound. And a timeout on the floor. Horvath right now is down. He was holding his shoulder and is still in pain. 47-44. Utah State. 15 and a half left.
If Jordan can correctly answer tonight's question, he will go home with the Nike prize back. Are you, Jordan?
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is presented by Chase Freedom Unlimited. At home, Utah State is usually really, really good. They've won 4 straight. And the question going to break was, how is Brandon Horvath's health? He was injured when he fouled on this rebound. Oh, it looked like it was the shot fake that got him. And then watch this again. And he collapses on the court.
I don't mean to laugh, but Jordan McCabe got 2 for $1 on that possession. 2 shots on Horvath.
Holding the right ribs. And McCabe got the rebound. Horvath got the foul.
You know, that's one thing that little guys love is when they get a chance. And I'm not saying McCabe cheap shotted him in any way, shape, or form. But little guys love when they get a chance to set a back screen on a big or or have a physical block out and kind of dole some of that punishment that the bigs usually give the guards.
6-0 run right now by UNLV. Hamilton demanding the basketball off the screen. He's doubled, rises, missed it. Bairstow has the rebound. Horvath, Bairstow, Ashworth, Bean, and Ryland Jones right now for the Aggies. Bean, boy, what a game.
This does such a good job of the small details that don't show up in the box score, whether it's defensive rotation or in that situation, getting into the sight of your teammate who's cut off on dribble penetration.
6 of 9 is Bean, 17 points to lead Utah State. Nuga, deep three there, and Keyshawn Gilbert. UNLV is starting to heat up from distance.
You are right, heat up it is. Made their last 5 baskets all from three-point range.
Horvath fouled, and then reached by Muwaka.
Here's what I'm talking about with Bean and finding open areas. As we roll this out, Horvath attacks to the baseline side. Bean's defender goes to help, so Bean circles up to the middle, finds himself an open area. His defender, your natural inclination is to go back where you were previously guarding. Bean finds that open area, easy jump shot.
Remember a few years ago when they had the technology, they would put like a little chip in a jersey of a player just to track where they went on the court. Yeah. I think it would be fascinating to slip one of those into Bean's jersey, because he's in more places than anybody. He'll shoot a 3, and then for some reason unknown, he's under the basket right away contending for the rebound.
Well, they do that in the NBA. They have the jersey trackers where you can tell how many miles a player has run during a game and top speed. I'm sure Bean would be right at the top of the list at the college game.
3-point lead. Gilbert, McCabe, Ham, along with Webster. Gilbert, a difficult shot, and Ham over the back. That's not the way you wanted him to pick up foul number 3.
No, that's credit goes to Ryland Jones. With any scramble in a possession, you're going to have opportunities where, as a guard, you're blocking out a big. Jones, a nice job of making sure he blocked out and then sold the block out to the official. Because there's 2 parts of it. One, you got to give it the effort. The second, many times, is sell that foul.
I think that last verb was the important part of that.
Sell it.
Ham is out. Bairstow into the lane. That's nicely done by Sean Bairstow.
Great defense from Hamilton. Not much more you can do.
Hamilton driving, gets through, and with the left hand he glides for 2.
That's the easiest drive down Broadway he's had all day. Help side for Utah State, non-existent on that possession. Usually they're locked in, aware of all the action going on.
Well, that's a foul on Gilbert. Hamilton has gone for 18 in this ball game.
2 different ways to see dribble penetration. Here, playing off of 2 feet is Bairstow after his drive is stopped. And then the second, no one's in defensive rotation. Hamilton, the easy lane to the rim.
He was playing off no feet.
It's a 1-foot wide lane.
Bairstow again, and this time a little too much ball handling and a turnover. There's not been a lot of turnovers in this game. This has been a really clean offensive game. For Utah State, just their 6th turnover. UNLV has just 6. McCabe waits for a screen around it. Hamilton on the wing, great head fake. And he's fouled. That's a 3 free throw foul on Ashworth.
Stephen Ashworth.
The Utah State bench is asking for a flop from Hamilton saying he kicked his leg out. We'll get another look at it. I don't think so. I mean, that's a typical shooting motion from Hamilton. Ashworth was in his space when he was landing. Can't allow Hamilton to get 3 looks at it from the free throw line to get him back on track.
Bryce Hamilton, it's the 8th time he's been fouled on a 3-point attempt, most in the Mountain West. We talked about that 42-point game. In that game, he drew 8 fouls. And that was at Colorado State.
I like that new addition to the stat sheet in college basketball is not just your personal fouls are tracked, but what you just mentioned, the fouls drawn are tracked. That, as well as a plus-minus, are additions to the box score I think are very helpful.
Lead is 1 for Utah State. They've got both small guards in the game at the same time now, Jones and Ashworth. This is Jones.
Decision makers, both shooters.
This is Ashworth. The feed to Horvath. The ribs are okay.
The ribs are definitely okay on that. A nice little shimmy to the baseline, spin back to the middle of the floor. You know, he's shown me a lot today. I liked his game when we saw him a week ago in Nevada, but you know, the ability to now score over that right shoulder is important.
Hamilton takes Jones to the rim. Wow. 22 for the leading scorer of the Mountain West. And there's 12 minutes left in this game. Skip past Bairstow. Not a good 3-point shooter this year. But inside the arc, he's really good.
Well, that's understanding your skill set. He has struggled to shoot it from 3. Instead of forcing one, back down, gets your sweet spot, recognize no help is coming, elevate over the top, because Hamilton does not want to pick up another foul.
Hamilton driving, Jones reaching. Crowd is absolutely into it right now. What a show from Bryce Hamilton and the running Rebels. But it's assists, 1 turnover. Webster with the drive and the floater. Ham got a piece, and Bean rips it away. 5 rebounds, 17 points for Justin Bean.
You just get the feeling that this game is going to go down in the last possession or 2.
Backdoor, whoa!
Assist, Mr. Bean.
Bairstow from Bean.
His first 14th foul at the free throw line.
That's one of the reasons Utah State is so hard to guard. They've got guys that are in constant motion. The ball goes side to side. Bairstow kicks it to Ashworth up top, and then he basically comes off a back screen and then back cuts. A nice set from Ryan Odom.
There's still 10:50 left in this game.
And with a scorer like Hamilton, UNLV is gotta like their chances.
McCabe, corner, Baker.
That's a walk.
And he walks.
You gotta like your chances, but when your chances on the catch dictate shoot, you gotta do your work early. Hands and feet ready. Great call by the official. Kevin Kruger doesn't like it. I'm sure when he sees the replay, he'll agree with it. I think that right there is one of the most overlooked fundamental skills by young players, is their footwork and preparation on the catch.
Now Utah State on a run right now. 5 of the last 5 from the field. And Nuga nudging Bean. Third personal. Foul trouble for UNLV. Remember, they're without one of their best players, Donovan Williams, out with a banged up knee. Shulga in the corner. Nuga has 3. Royce Ham Jr. has 3. Horvath kicks. Shulga misses. Horvath the offensive board. Shot clock's down. Ashworth. Shulga got to get it up. Finds Ashworth.
David Ashworth assists Riley Jones.
You cannot relax defensively against this Utah State team. Their unselfishness, their ability to pass the basketball.
Nuga's out of control. Bean on the move. And it stays with Utah State.
Ball movement, player movement, quick decisions. It's a beautiful thing with Utah State here this evening.
Baseline out of bounds. Bean's got 19. Ashworth, another assist. And a big run right now. A 10-point gap and a 9-0 run.
That run was started with Hamilton on the bench. He's back in. Expect him to get the ball pretty quickly.
Hamilton. Offensive.
Offensive foul.
It is.
On Bryce Hamilton. His third, sixth.
Well, I said he was about to get the ball because he is always in attack mode. That's a tough one. Ashworth, a nice job selling it. If you're a UNLV fan, you'd like to see Hamilton at the line for 2 free throws there.
Combination of Jones and Ashworth is clicking right now in the backcourt. Horvath, Ham, and if he fouled, that would be his fourth. It is not. The foul is on Reese Brown.
Bonus situation now for the Aggies.
And that's going to send Horvath to the line.
The free throw line. Brandon Horvath. Shooting one.
Well, you know what? The PA announced Brown, but the stat sheet has Ham with the foul.
Be interesting to see if they correct that. I thought it was on Ham myself.
I did too, but the PA announced Reese Brown, and I think he just kicked it because Brown's not out there. Yeah, it's Ham. So it's Ham with his fourth personal.
And that's big. He is the one UNLV big that has the experience and the size to go up against Horvath or Bean on the interior.
Biggest lead of the game for Utah State. Horvath is having a big night. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Ashworth starting, stopping, scoring!
Stephen Ashworth. Timeout, UNLV.
Crowd's engaged, and so are the Aggies. A 13-0 run and a 14-point lead. 2 terrific offensive games so far. Bryce Hamilton with 22. Remember, he's without his running mate Donovan Williams in this game. Justin Bean, as usual, is everywhere, especially dangerous from 3-point land. And the foul trouble right now for UNLV is the heavy one. Ham's got 4. Nuga and Hamilton with 3. Ham, especially, is their best rebounder. And Kevin Kruger right now patrolling the sidelines. 8:15 left. A lot of time left to see if UNLV's got another run in him. Ashworth trails Hamilton. McCabe, corner kick, and a 3, and an air ball. And that one from Keyshawn Gilbert. Bean in the lane. Got a little man on him. And a foul.
That was on number 5, Jordan McCabe. His second 8th team foul.
Well, because Utah State has shot the ball so well from the 3-point line,
Bean, shooting 2.
When the floor gets spaced, you stay home to shooters. That allows, when a switch occurs, McCabe on the larger Bean, the help takes that much longer to get there. Bean takes advantage, gets himself to the line.
Bean is such a unique player. What type of future does he have in professional basketball?
Well, that's a difficult one because he's not your prototypical, hey, he's going to be a draft pick. But the way he plays, he's going to have an opportunity at the next level. If he finds the right team with a training camp or summer league invite, I wouldn't be surprised to see him stick because of all the little things. If that is not the path that he wants to pursue, he'll be a tremendous European player.
Hamilton off the miss. Horvath has another rebound. And Utah State looking like they're closing in on their 5th straight win. Kick to Ashworth, 3 on the way. Bean got a piece. Somehow, he got it back.
Just constant motion. He never relaxes. That time, that extra opportunity gets him right back to the free throw line.
And we talked about it. This is a guy that was a walk-on. He committed to walk-on at a Subway in Reno. Not a train, but the sandwich shop. He didn't play much at all. Then Craig Smith got here. And after they went through the fall practice and into the non-conference, Craig Smith looked at his staff and says, we got to play this guy. We got to play Justin Bean.
And it's because of all the little things. Understanding every defensive rotation coverage, being able to guard multiple positions, active on the glass, and he's evolved into being a really good offensive player in regards to shooting the basketball.
Bean tonight, 22.7 rebounds, 3 assists. Hamilton trying to create. Webster runs it down in the corner. Nuga, It's a 16-0 run right now by Utah State in a long drought for UNLV. Bean with the body, and he fouls Justin Webster. UNLV's drought stretches 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
At the free throw line.
That's where, with Utah State and their dribble penetration, when they drive, it's to create the defense in rotation and find open shooters. The last few minutes, when UNLV has struggled to score, their dribbling and their attack penetration has been for themselves to score as opposed to creating for a teammate.
Webster hits another free throw. UNLV breaks that drought, but still down by 16 in a hostile environment. 6.5 left. Jones. Shulga. Hamilton has the rebound. Hamilton 22 points, now 5 rebounds. Good screen there. Man, when he gets in that lane and elevates, it's almost automatic.
That was a great screen there from Waka. And then, yes, he gets a full head of steam. He is hard to handle in the half court.
Shulga's not shy, and he's fouled Waka.
A nice job of setting the screen flat to the baseline by Mwaka, and what that does is that allows Hamilton to dictate the direction he needs to turn the defender and then attack off the screen.
Shooting 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pick and roll where the big comes up and he's already angled to try to influence the ball handler to come off a particular direction. That time you come up flat and it allows the ball handler to dictate it. San Antonio, the Spurs with Tony Parker really kind of made that popular in the early 2000s. Man, I'm dating myself by saying early 2000s, Rich.
Don't even start with me. You know, look, this crowd has been awesome. They are 4 points away from frozen custard for everybody. The promotion here this year is when Utah State scores 75, everybody in the house gets free frozen custard from a local eatery. They are averaging 75 points a game. I hope that when they signed that deal, they realized that this was going to be almost a nightly deal.
They might have to adjust that next year. 80 points maybe.
Hamilton.
That's just, I don't know if that's the shot they want coming out of that. You know, you understand Hamilton is your go-to guy. He's leading the conference in scoring. But that is a difficult shot.
Hamilton is 8 of 18 from the field. On the right. Ashworth.
David Ashworth.
Man, is he on a sweet 3-week ride. McCabe knocks down a 3. Ashworth 14 points, 4 assists. And McCabe now, to go with his 7 assists, he's got 13. We Want Ice Cream is the chant. They need 2.
And you got ice cream. Thank you, Coach
Frozen custard for everybody.
Tonight's fan favorite, Sean Barstow, for putting them over the threshold of 75 points.
Four minutes left. Milwaukee, Webster's 3. Playing hard is UNLV. Ham gets the rebound. How do you make 8,000 people happy? With free frozen custard, Sean Barstow. All right.
23.
Aggies up 15. Coming up next, Mountain West and West Coast Conference. First, New Mexico. Clune Arena is a really hard place to play. I mean, just ask Utah State. They went down and lost to Air Force. And St. Mary's right now is number 22 in the net. And the West Coast Conference, much like the Mountain West, has 4 teams that right now are in the tournament. We've been talking about Sean Barstow. His brother Cameron was an outstanding player at New Mexico. His sister Stephanie was a great player here at Utah State. When he was in Albuquerque, certainly stopped by to say hi to his brother, who's still playing. And as legend would have it, Mom in the backyard was tough. She was nails.
Was she the best player of them all?
Might have been. Stephanie was pretty good too. He's really grown. You can watch him year by year. Put on a little more weight, averaging 10 a game. Barstow in this one's got 14 and 4 rebounds. Nicely done. Hamilton from McCabe. And a score and a foul.
Some guys just have a knack for scoring the basketball or finding opportunities to get shots off. Bryce Hamilton would fall into that category for me.
And if you're scoring with this at home, you do get an assist for that on a baseline out of bounds. McCabe now picks up assist number 8.
He's played well. 13 points, 8 assists now. 4 of his last 5 games in double figures.
Idle Rock to Bean. Idle Rock has done a lot of things well tonight. Hamilton's getting 2 more free throws. Bean's got 24. And Ashworth with the sweet back pick.
Tremendous set play there from Coach Odom. Ashworth looks as if he's coming off the screen at first. He does, but then he turns right back around and sets the screen for Bean. Easy opportunity at the rim.
I think the Mount Spokane JV team should run a little bit of that.
Yes, they should. My son had a terrific game today. There's only 2 games left in the Spokane area. But the varsity and the JV program in Mount Spokane has done a great job this year.
Idle Rock. And a flop warning.
With the triple. Flop warning on number 2, Justin Webster.
That's Webster.
Good call from the official. It's such a fine line of trying to draw the foul, but then not going overboard. And it actually is a technical foul because it's the second called flop of the evening on UNLV.
You know, in some ways, it's a really hard call for an official to make in real time. It's easier, obviously, for us to watch it on a replay, but they're calling it in real time. And it's hard because there's collisions. Sometimes there's neither a charge nor a block or a flop.
It is. And I think what they're trying to do at the college game is do a lot of what the NBA has done, is get the extra over-the-top flops out. That, to me, yes, by the letter of the law, should be called, but it's also trying to sell it as a block as well. Really, in the NBA, they've done a nice job of getting the leg kicks out and those kind of flops out of the game. I think it's something that will be looked at again by the Rules Committee in the offseason.
That's a gorgeous catch and flush by Ham. And still a sizable lead. Maybe we could get Ken Palm to track over-the-top flops. Who's the nation's leader in over-the-top flops?
I'm sure there is a analytic out there that tracks the amount of flops called, but over-the-top flops would be nice. What a pass!
Horvath and Bean are so complementary to each other. Bean has 26. Horvath has 5 assists and 9 rebounds. Hamilton's threes fouled, and it counts. Shot at a 4-point play.
Basket is good. Fouls on RJ Iowa. It's the 19th foul. Bryce Hamilton off the free throw line.
Just create just enough space, elevate, a little bit of contact on the lower body. A 4-point play.
He continues a really torrid run his last 4 games, averaging close to 30 a game. He's got 30 in this one, 10 of 20 from the floor, 7 of 10 from the line. Bean. Yep.
Bean for 3.
29 for Bean. Webster, quick trigger. By the way, Dan, on your way out of town, I would advise make sure you plug it into your phone. Don't drive by the frozen custard store, because there may be like 8,000 people in line.
It's going to be a long line. They've deserved every free custard they've gotten tonight, cheering on the Aggie team as Justin Bean is pouring it on. 32 points now.
1 minute remaining.
32 for Bean. Waka with a dunk.
12, David Waka.
There should be another threshold. They get to 90, you get 2 free toppings.
Yes.
Webster still playing hard. Back to McCabe. Hamilton, another 3. My goodness. 33 for Bryce Hamilton. I'm not even going to ask you what his future's like. Horvath. Webster gets inside and gets to the line. There's a lot to unpack here. Bean's got 32 points and 10 rebounds. He's got his double-double. Hamilton's gone for 33 points.
For the Ryan Rebels. At the free throw line, Justin Webster shooting 2.
And Webster hits a free throw. Mr. Double-Double.
Now substitution, Langston, Zavala, Yellowson, and Zamota. How about these Aggies?
41 double-doubles, 15th this season.
Also in the game, Connor Odom.
You know, he has another year left if he wants to use it here.
With that COVID year, lots of players are taking advantage. It will be interesting to see if he decides to use it. That being said, he has been dominant tonight. Utah State is trending in the right direction, not just in the Mountain West, but with NCAA tournament at-large opportunities as well.
Final score,
15-point win. Utah State has won 5 in a row.
75.
Justin Bean won off his career high. Double-double. We will return to Logan, Utah after this.